basically we got to the point, a couple of years ago, I suppose, when we said, well, we need to stop renting now, and it's probably more sensible and economically smarter to go into a, building a place or anything like that. But, as we were going through doing our research and going through the market, we were just not able to find, I suppose, the value we were looking for, and decided that building and, acquiring a block of land and building is probably more sensible to do, because we can do things the way we want to, and the value of the property probably is going to quite better match the price we're paying for. So we're now in the process of building. We discovered that there's essentially, as we go, we learn as we go, and then you just don't know what you don't know, pretty much, right? That's probably the biggest taking, So unless you're really savvy, unless you got experience from, buying property and building in particular, you just don't know what you don't know. And then there's lots of people involved, and that they expect you to know what you're doing, but unfortunately you don't, right? The pain point's been probably the real ambiguity of that process, where we're just not sure what we expected to do, and timing, communication with different parties involved, and which creates confusion. And on top of the decision making is really hard if you're operating in an environment when you just there's a smoke and mirrors and you just don't know what's going on. So that was probably the hardest part here of that. Doing this for the first time, you just making decision pretty much flying a bit of a blind, and having someone to guide you obviously would be always handy, in that respect. So as I said again, you just don't know what you don't know. You need someone to tell you what you don't know. It's, am I getting the right value? Are we getting the right value for the investment, right? So I think you always have that bit of a, I wouldn't say fear, but worry, not to get ripped off. And, as long as you're getting the value for the money, I think it's just fair to pay the price, right? Well, I'm saying having that information now available, you just, it's a little bit easy to, what you expected to do, what step follow what step, and, the succession of that and sequence of events. So, from finding the land and, then looking for builder or whatever that project is. So we would have much more clarity on what we're doing, and we would ask probably the right questions, because now we know what we didn't know. And hopefully that would probably keep everyone else probably more accountable as well.